All right. What if I told you that Oscar Isaac would return to Star Wars if Disney did not, succumb to a particular word, ladies and gentlemen? Not to mention that Poe Dameron just seems to be hot.
Well, first of all, scroll up back to the top, because I'm telling you this right here, right now. Poe Dameron isn't doing too well in the New Republic, is he? Because, damn, the last 10 years haven't been kind to him. That's coming from someone who actually looks like his avatar. But I think this is a very interesting topic because of the nature of why Oscar Isaac would not be willing to return, because he wants Disney to double down in its hostility to the present Trump administration. We know Disney has had a history of being hostile to governments that aren't exactly in favor of progressive policies, to put it lightly. But now the company sees the writing on the wall and is trying its best to adjust accordingly. Otherwise, it'll end up like the BBC. But I think this is good news. I think the fact that Oscar Isaac is not willing to participate is a symptom of a larger issue. And that is, a lot of Hollywood actors and actresses are going to be alienated by a changing system that has to adapt to survive. So I think that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Number one, what are your thoughts on the issue?
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's a godsend that he's turning that down. I don't want to see any more of him. I want to see the faces that we all love from Star Wars. I don't think that Poe Dameron is anyone that wants the action figure of and really supports. So this is a
Theta.
Yeah, that was it. I just
okay. Your inflections hinted that you wanted to go elaborate further.
No. I was just saying that. Yeah, I think it's a good thing that he's no longer wanting to be a part of this because we don't need him. We don't want him.
The audience laughter stunned him, Tony. Okay.
No, well, he's used to the canned laughter. Scooby, what are your thoughts on this particular issue? Are you excited to see Poe Dameron go? Do you not care?
I would rather all of Disney's current Star Wars projects go.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as his appearance, Disney, I think he looks like that because his boyfriend Pedro Pascal left him.
Damn, lady. Damn.
The son of Mars. You specifically requested
how do you
last.
Yeah. How do you top that, Tony? I don't know how you top that other than to say Moon Knight who?
Right.
Because everybody's talked about his work in Star Wars, and the funny part is that two and a half years ago, everybody was all ablaze about, oh wow, he's going to be portraying Moon Knight, and let's be frank, what a letdown!
Yeah.
Moon Knight,
absolute letdown that was.
Yeah,
however, out of She-Hulk and Ms. Marvel, it was probably the better of the three.
I don't disagree with that, but still, Moon Knight is technically the MCU's Batman for all intents and purposes. Let's be frank. He is supposed to be the MCU's Batman. I'm like, are you kidding me? He was no no Keaton. He was no Val Kilmer. He was no George Clooney. He was no Christian Bale. He was no Ben Affleck. He was no whoever that guy from Twilight is. on their worst day,
Robert Pattinson,
Robert Pattinson. On their worst day, any of those people could have done a better Batman. I mean, a better Moon Knight. Okay, so I'm nonplussed by this, to be quite blunt. I'm really nonplussed. It's like, okay, and you know, it's like, I mean, crying out loud.
I wholeheartedly concur. I honestly feel that Moon Knight was misrepresented, but this is coming from somebody who likes Moon Knight Core, a meme series where they made Moon Knight even more insane. Like whenever he, that famous that a lot of people think is something that he actually said, which is not true. It was a meme edit on the speech bubble when Moon Knight's walking down the stairs in Dracula's castle, and he's like, "Hey, Dracula, you nerd, where's my $5?" I'm sure everybody has seen that. So, or random bullshit go, and he's like throwing a bunch of crap, those were all, when I think of Moon Knight, I think of that kind of like eccentric Moon Knight. Like it's not to the point that like Deadpool level, but it's still pretty bad. Like it's still pretty wacky.
Yeah.
So making him kind of like brooding and old and let's face it, kind of decrepit.
Yeah.
And of course, they cuckolded him just like they cuckolded any superhero.
Wasn't he wasn't his character a bit of a schizo?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was, and he was that way from the beginning. Scoop.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why people, raise eyebrows at him and go, "You talk to ancient Egyptian gods, really?"
Yeah.
Well, he's written like that in the comics too. So.
But yeah, but consider this is a 50-year-old character. Technically speaking, he was introduced in August of 1975. Okay. And I'm thinking maybe like a few years later, they gave him a comic book series of his own. And if it were not for a hurricane back in 1992, I would probably still have some of those comics. I remember collecting some of those comics because I was like, wow, this is a wacky but pretty cool character alternative to Batman. He was always that semi-anti-hero. I didn't see any of that in the MCU series. I didn't see any of that.
Of course not, and you never will, because the idea of merging a movie and a television show, it would be like merging Tony with Scooby. It wouldn't make any sense.
No comment.
Scooby Stark.
No comment.
Digny, let's just say
I didn't mean in that way. I meant in the Square Enix kind of way.
Digny, let's just say the audience seems to differ.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
The Stark's audience seems to beg to differ.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but
on a regular basis.
Oh dear.
No comment.
I see this as the only way that character comes back in any substantive way is if he walks it back. If he's in Doomsday, I will be surprised. Hopefully pleasantly, but I would be surprised if it comes back as a character.
Well, it seems that let's just say that Poe's ship has sailed and jumped into hyperspace, preferably into a black hole. So we're going to go ahead and